Hi, it's Jimmy with Studio 39, and recently we've had a lot of requests on a video tutorial on how to properly curl your hair. Whether you're using a flat iron or a wand, this is probably one of the more requested things that we have in the salon that clients want us to show them. So first off, what you need to start with is always a thermal protective spray. We always advise clients, whether or not you're flat ironing or using a wand or a curling iron, that you always want to use something that is specifically designed to protect your hair against an iron, and we use HBL, their thermal protective spray. This is the spray that we use the most for probably everyone's hair, especially if they have extensions in. So I'm going to start, I've already done this side right here, and I've done it with both a flat iron and a wand. So I'm going to do a little bit of this side to show you how to properly wind the hair. So what you always want to do is start off and section off the piece of hair that you're not working with and get it out of the way. Just like a professional blowout in a salon, get the hair out of the way so that you can get this section underneath first before you do anything on the top. And you want to make sure your hair is, all the way dry. So what I'm going to do is just use, this is a pro iron, and it's the one that we use the most here in the salon. Most of the stylists have a similar wand, just with various sizes. It has little divots in it, as you can see, and it can grip the hair really well with these little divots. Now, I've noticed that a lot of brands that you would get at, like over-the-counter type stores, like at Target or whatever, don't have these little divots. So if you get a chance to find one, like, and you're on a budget and it's in a off-brand, like not a pro brand, look for one that has divots in it, because I think it'll be easier to use. So you always want to wind the hair away from your face. It's hard. I'm glad I'm showing you on the right side too, because this is the hardest side. You can either like go over the head like I'm doing, or you can, if you can, swing your hair around. I always do this. I actually think it's a little bit easier. So what I'm doing is just winding the hair, and I actually am holding on there just a little too long. You don't want to hold on there very long. Specifically, also, if you have hair extensions, do not hold on there very long. And you always want to go away from the face. I don't remember if I mentioned this before, but if you go towards the face, you can kind of look like a beauty queen from the 90s. You know how those big, like, belled out, like, all towards the face? You don't want that. So now I'm going to move on to the flat iron, and I'm going to take down this section of hair. And here's just, people are always amazed when they see stylists in the salon using a flat iron to curl hair. It's actually really easy. You just have to remember to use the right amount of tension, which is the hardest part. Because obviously, and this is a U-Smooth, again, it's a pro iron. So let me lean down here. What you have to do is really release just enough tension to slide it through the hair. And I always unwind it like this and release it. Just shake it out. And the light is a little bright, but you can kind of tell the wave that it puts on it. And this is a good way to get that like swept, there you can see that curl. That kind of like swept look across the face. So you always want to remember to start up at the top and then release the hair down the strand. With the wand, you can obviously wrap the hair around it, and you want to try to wrap it evenly throughout the length of the wand. Same thing if you're going to use a traditional curling iron. A lot of people don't want to make the investment of these pro wands. They're kind of new in the last few years, and a lot of people, who are in their late 20s or early 30s, they probably have some kind of curling iron that is a traditional clamp curling iron. As long as you're not really stretching the tension tight, which you shouldn't be anyways, because it can cause breakage against a heat tool, you won't get that crimp in it. So I often, use my at-home curling iron if I don't have one of my pro wands with me at home. So those are a few tips on how to use a flat iron and a curling wand to style your hair in the loose, beachy waves from Studio 39. And don't forget to use your thermal protective spray. As always, have a great day.